Welcome back, people. Thank you for joining me in this section of Take Action Technology. Actually, with another brief update of the EMRA project that I've been working on for this community, and how I came across the challenges um, and the solutions that I offer this community. The idea was to have a community that they can overcome the all technology that they were using on their website and kind of have like a new fresh look where they can interchange information without relying on Facebook, without relying on third-party apps. Because being a community so close, they didn't want to get information out to the public that was not concerning, their community. So with this project was exciting because I was able to help and achieve that mission. What happened in the first phase? We had a previous website that was not up to date. We didn't have nobody actually managing the website or keeping the content up to date. It got obsolete over the time. So we needed to actually find a new fresh look. Um, with those fresh look, we had a challenge where we had a domain, a web host, and an email actually separated, where we was different companies taking care of that services. We actually integrated all that service, but the challenge was that the limited of customer service. We had to actually work around their schedule to actually contact them, get the information to transfer the domain, register the web host, and finally got the email to back up and migrate it to the new host. Um, so with that, we actually had a contract expiring, and it was only like 30 days to get all this completed. I had to work nights and most weekends to actually get the project completed because of the time difference in the squeeze of time completed. Um, I actually, after that, once we got the migration or the registration of the new website and the web host, we still needed to get the email migrated, and that was also another challenge because they were playing kind of like catch up, and we were actually debating whether the email um, system that they were previously using and the space that they were using was it really worth actually making a subscription for a new package. We end up actually avoiding because the new web host offer a free email included, and the usage that they had over the past 10 years was not that much. So we actually had to, like I said, work around their schedule, um, and we decided to go with this new service, free email, and they were kind of happy about that. Um, and the final phase, which we move on, is the new look of EMR website. A lot cleaner, a lot more responsive, and the ability to actually just grow from here on. To have a community where they can share ideas and they can collaborate on this new web design. So it's not just stopping there. It's just the beginning of new things. New things like, for example, the idea to exchange more topics and more information through their forums. A community board that EMRA will actually have, and they can actually have a private group for the EMRA directors to actually communicate. That might not be, they can talk about budget and ideas and projects, timelines where the regular members of the community would not have access to, which today they don't have. Also, another one is putting in place a category for forums, in the project showcase, and actually a calendar of events which they have through the years. They want to keep having events and have them published through this forum. They also want to have meeting notes, so when people miss their meetings, they can go here and know about what happened in the past meetings. For the future, they're actually going to hopefully implement a web conference technology where you don't even have to go to a location to have your meeting. It's going to be hosted virtually. I brought this project, and hopefully they will agree to it and take that forward. But I think overall, although we have issues with the timeline and the service provider, overall, Take Action Technology was able to deliver. If I want to just give a quick walkthrough of that, what the website looks like, so you guys can have a quick view of the EMRA website. And it's a big logo. They wanted a big and basically just very clean with a menu right on top, the information that they need, actually a form for the real estate agents to actually contact them, a contact page, a privacy policy, and a community connection. If we go down, actually they got the most information posts publish, and most of the stuff that they actually want to deliver to their viewers and their community. They actually have a poll system where they can provide more information, and people can vote for future ideas and stuff like that. Like I said, they have feeds going into the website from different sources like the township. They also have news feeds and the weather, the real estate page with information to submit. They also have video. They didn't have video. A calendar, a contact information, um, and how to get to the community through the directions uh, widget. We also actually talking about that. We had a board or an announcement actually right on top here when there's a special announcement. This red leaderboard. It's right there to actually let them know people when the dues are due, or if we have a special jar sale or event, they can announce it right on top. It shows up right as they go to the EMRA website. Now, the community, this is the part that I was talking about, the community, and the very important one is because like I said, they have the ability to connect and is actually authenticating through either Facebook, Google Plus, or a user ID and password that they get assigned. You're also protected by the CAPTCHA, Google CAPTCHA, so that if you actually, will have someone trying to get hack to it, it will be a little harder because they will have to answer the CAPTCHA. But overall, like I said, I'm going to try to log in with my Facebook account, and not Facebook account, I'm sorry, but I guess it did work with Facebook account. Um, and basically, you got this board. But if you do have access, then you will have your community right in the middle with your information. Down in the bottom, if there's any meetings recording, it will be down in the bottom. On the left hand side, you have your most recent members logging in, the forums that are created, and the topics that are most viewed. On the right hand side, you have the calendar and actually the upcoming events of that calendar, and more like kind of statistics of the overall forums. The idea is if you have a forum and you have topics, you can actually talk about those topics, like for example this one, and people will reply to those topics eventually. And if you, we also have introduced a poll system where people can vote about topics or um, ideas that are going on. For example, maybe a project for cleanup of trees or something like that. They can vote if they want to take care of that year. Um, I think it's very important, to know that all these features they didn't have before, and it's more socialized. So if you have an account, you can actually go to the account and actually invite people or connect to people. You have an activities um, section there, a notification, and friends. And the idea is for the community to use this tool, and stay away from all the other tools like Facebook, Instagram, and the other third-party tools. They are not bad, but if you want to privatize your data, you have to keep it within your environment. And nowadays, we know that Facebook and other social media, they all about sharing and caring. So there's certain stuff that doesn't belong there, and this community felt that they needed their own space to actually project their ideas and follow up with their community a little bit more private. So I hope you guys had a good time enjoying this presentation. If you feel like there's something that you can use in the future, let me know. We can get in contact and actually work something like this. And again, it was great sharing my information, my ideas, my projection, and what I'm working on. So till next time, just stay tuned. I have a lot more stuff to show and a lot of things that I want to help out the community and people out there that are not too familiar with technology. And I also want to express the current projects that I'm working on. So good night, good morning, good afternoon to everyone out there, and have a good time. See ya.